reasons which I will endeavor to highlight in my supportive speech as the Minister of Justice. But before I dive in what I want to speak on from the ministry point of view, Mr. Speaker, I want to raise a very fundamental issue as it relates to values, as it relates to our principles in this country, because that is what the President came to speak to us about. That is what this country is founded upon, not only as a democratic nation, but as a Christian nation. And I'm speaking to the men inside this house, I'm speaking to our men outside, but I'm also speaking to all of us, even as women. What has happened in our country that children today are being used for sexual fulfillment? Not too long ago, Mr. Speaker, we learned of a family of 6 where the father was abusing his own children, 4 of them. And there was a clip on a child who's 10 years old, whom he said that had become his second wife. How low can we go as a nation? How low can we go as a society? And we are here as representatives of the people. Laws have been made, but what is happening is sickening. And it should disturb all of us, because it is beyond laws now. It is us as Zambians to interrogate why our morals have decayed. As if that was not enough, Mr. Speaker, I am holding my tears. A father who is supposed to be protecting a child who is not only young, 7 years old, has cancer, and the father has the audacity to rape and defile that child at UTH hospital. Is that not sickness? The government can only do so much. The government has created laws. But I think we need to interrogate the mental issues in this country and begin to deal with them. We need to deal with the perpetrators in a strong manner, because I think people are getting away with a lot of things. Those children are damaged for the rest of their lives. And you men out there, why are you doing that to our children when we, your size, we are here? What is wrong with you? We, your size, your age group are here. There are women out there who want the men, but you are busy abusing our children.
I think repeat that one. We didn't hear you.
I'm saying what is happening, Mr. Speaker. We, their age group, are ready to take them in because to the final. Any woman who is 40 and above, she knows she's reaching her final years. And you are raping our children. You are defiling our children when we are here available for you. This is unacceptable, Mr. Speaker, and it is a disgrace, and it speaks to the bottom of the lost values and principles. Very sickening, and it calls for all of us. It calls for all of us. The women even at the back are saying we are here. It's a serious matter that we need to address as a nation, and it sits right to the effect of values and the principles of this nation. Mr. Speaker, one of the things that I want to speak to, especially with the conversation around the constitutional amendment, when you talk of the articles let us not be picking and choosing. And I want to adopt the debate that the honorable member, who is the minister of Wapula province, did so eloquently. And I felt that my speech this morning will be more of a repeat. Zambians, our call as Minister of Justice and for me as your minister is, let's read the Constitution in totality. One of the things that the minister spoke about yesterday was the fact that the PF government did agree to the delimitation of the constituencies. And they did not do it in a vacuum. They did it because this report, which came out in 2019, spoke to the fact that 94 constituencies will be added. So why then do we want to pretend or say that it wasn't there or there is no document? And now the UPND government is being blamed for gerrymandering. In short, trying to use the delimitation process to bring in other issues. Article 79 of the Constitution, she says I read for them. It's in my time. But this is one article of the Constitution which was never amended, honorable members. The reason why you read the amended Constitution of 2016 and you will see that 79 is not there because it was never amended. And what does that article say? 79 says, subject to the provision of this article, Parliament may alter this Constitution or the Constitution of Zambia of Act of 1990. Every constitution that we read, and hence everything else, whether it's 1996, 2016, they are all amendments. Why did we not alter that article? Because we knew that this House is half of the people. So where is your problem? Throw the baby with the water together. Women, we have been arguing about gender representation. Yes, Article 259 speaks to that every appointing authority should consider the 50-50 representation. Your preamble in the Constitution of 2016 says women and men should contribute equally. Then when you come to the nomination, it says that even in there, the nominating president consider the gender. But here is the catch. As long as you do not have a legal framework, whether through the quota system or proportional representation, the enactment of the law in itself will not come to life. Is it not a shame that as a country which is peaceful, as a country that has enjoyed democracy, you still sit only 15% of women in parliament? Is that not a shame on us? And then you have a moment, a situation where you can correct that and you want to throw the whole process. Zambia, enough of talking. The commission speaks to the conversations that have happened. People have come and benchmarked in Zambia, gone back and done wonders while we are still talking about consultation. No one is frowning on consultations, but consultations have happened and it's time to do what is right for the Zambians. In 2015, in December, the amendment passed in this House in 2015. And then 2016, they were assented on the 5th of January 2016. And when were the elections? Were they not in the same year? The second phase of August. So why do we want to pray hypocrisy? It is in this letter or in this statement that Honorable Lubinda then, the Minister of Justice, said, as my honorable colleague said yesterday from Wapula, we will resume this process of delimitation in September 2021 because they were hopeful that they will come back. Unfortunately, the fortunate happened. UPND came into power. So may I encourage every citizen to find the statement that Honorable Luvinda did in this House. As I conclude, Mr. Speaker, your own 8th National Development Plan, it speaks to the need for 50-50 representation in your own 8th National Development Plan. And hence, as UPND, we cannot run away because this is what we said out of 2022 to 2026 that there will be 50-50 representation.
May you conclude?
Mr. Speaker, the issue of the children, I think, woke me up. In concluding, Mr. Speaker, it is important that we familiarize ourselves with the Constitution so that you don't leave it to Kasune Aron to read it for you. You don't leave it to others to read it for you because Article 58 speaks to the ECZ to make sure they give a report every 10 years or before the above 10 years. And when you look at 2016 and the election coming in 2026, you can do the math. It is for you Zambians not to be misled by few voices, but to follow what is procedure, and that is what this government, your government, is committed to. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Minister of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is with a great honor for giving me this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, for his inspiring address on the progress made in the application of our national values and principles. We sincerely appreciate his unwavering commitment to education as the best investment, inheritance, and equalizer of society. Indeed, education has transformed the house today. As he rightfully emphasized, it is education that has brought us here and nothing else. This truth resonates across our nation, reinforcing the need to ensure that every Zambian child, regardless of their background, has access to quality education. And this is what an ethical government can do. The free education policy continues to bear remarkable results, inspiring learners of all ages to return to school. The story of Ms. Doroth, a 42-year-old pupil from Solwezi district, is a testament to the far-reaching impact of this initiative. Her determination embodies the spirit of lifelong learning and underscores the transformative power of education. The President, in celebrating her call to action, resolve to ensure that more and more children receive an education is testament of his vision for an enlightened and empowered Zambia. Education is indeed the best investment ever, and we commend his leadership, that is the excellent leadership, in making it a national priority. In fact, the best value a nation can have is educating its own people. Furthermore, we celebrate the notable improvement in academic performance across the country. The increase in pass rates reflects the positive impact of strategic interventions, including curriculum reforms, enhanced teacher recruitment, improved school infrastructure, and the provision of learning materials as well as learner support at various levels. Mr. Speaker, the impact of the CDF on education sector cannot be overstated. CDF bursaries have transformed the lives of many children by providing them with the opportunity to return to school. Additionally, CDF has significantly improved the learning environment by increasing classroom space and supplying desks across the country. This has created a valuable opportunity for our learners to thrive. We recognize and appreciate the investment being made in school infrastructure, the recruitment of teachers and the provision of desks, which have significantly contributed to creating a more conducive learning environment. The Homegrown School Meals program, which now benefits over 4.7 million learners, is another milestone that is keeping children in school, improving nutrition, and enhancing learning outcomes. Mr. Speaker, we also applaud the President's commitment and dedication to addressing social challenges affecting learners, including drug and substance abuse, teenage pregnancies, and gender-based violence. The government's multi-sectoral approach in tackling these issues is commendable, as it ensures that learners remain in a safe and supportive environment. Mr. Speaker, the President's commitment to good governance, democracy, and national unity has fostered an environment where education can thrive. His call for all citizens to embrace patriotism and hard work resonates deeply with us in the education sector as we continue to instill these values in our learners. To our teachers, parents, civil society organizations, development partners, and all education stakeholders, we express our sincere gratitude to their collaboration and dedication. Their tireless efforts in shaping the future of our children and building an educated, skilled, and productive nation are deeply appreciated. Once again, we extend our profound gratitude to the President for his visionary leadership and dedication to the education sector and the economy as a whole. Indeed, the President is walking his talk, and we are inspired to uphold our national values and principles in every aspect of our lives, especially in the pursuit of a brighter future for all Zambian learners. Mr. Speaker, let me turn now to an issue which has been thorny. Today I was very worried when my colleague was talking about constitutionalism and to change the constitution in order to have more women representation in this House. And I could see some of the women yelling or wailing against. It's very, I can't imagine that. That if you are a woman of your own sort and you cannot really protect yourselves, how else do you want us to help you? And we know our politics hasn't been too good for women. We all know that. So, you want to force us to ignore you? Not where we stand, Mr. Speaker. We shall make sure that women are represented here. After all, I'm a product of a woman. So I can only be a man if I come from a woman. So this is the greatest respect a country can ever have, is to respect their own women. This is why I get troubled when a girl child is troubled. And I was really, when you were saying in means of justice, I just said that there is an animal in man sometimes. But if we don't support women, who is going to support them? Rejecting our support. Reject your. Make sure that we support you, whether you like it or not. We have a duty, Mr. Speaker. We have a duty. And then you are leaving more than 50% of your people are women. I know you support yourself, and we shall give you 100% support. And again, where you are, we will come there and actually campaign for you under the UPND. But those of you who think that we are here to play, we are not here to play. You can ask Honorable Sunday Chanda. I've been to Kanchivia. We are getting it with him. Everyone. So those of you who don't want to join us now, this is the time. Time is running out. But talking about the Constitution, I have seen my Mwese friends, we are here. Let us support women, all of us. Let us support each other. After all, we are partners in development. Let us partners. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Green Economy and Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wish to thank you most sincerely for according me this opportunity to join other honorable members of this august House to debate a speech delivered on 28 February 2025 by the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, on the progress made in the application of national values and principles. Mr. Speaker, you will agree with me that the address by the President was important and timely to steer the socio-economic development of the country, especially that the country is just recovering from the negative impacts of drought experienced during the 2023-2024 rainfall season that affected more than 6 million people in 84 districts countrywide. The President's address was profound, particularly on sustainable development, when he indicated that climate change has threatened our national food, energy, and water security, as well as our biodiversity. Indeed, climate change has disrupted our development efforts and highly contributed to the increased cost of living. Mr. Speaker, notably, Zambia's climate has been changing over the last decades and has been coupled with extreme temperatures, droughts, and seasonal flooding. The natural environment has been adversely affected by human settlements, industries, and mining, business entities, and sustainable agriculture practices, waste management, and charcoal production, among others. This is coupled with the effects of climate change, which is already affecting our water access and causing more severe droughts and floods. The current load shedding our country is facing is partly attributed to this because the green infrastructure, which includes trees and other vegetations, have been destroyed. Mr. Speaker, the current climate situation presents significant challenges that necessitate immediate and comprehensive action. Recognizing the severity of these challenges and to ensure a coordinated and effective response to climate change, the government, through my ministry, is actively implementing multifaceted strategies to enhance mitigation and adaptation to the adverse effects of climate change. Some of these include the Green Growth Strategy, the National Adaptation Plan, the Green Economy and Climate Change Act, among others. These strategic documents, Mr. Speaker, encompasses several key interventions as follows. Forest restoration and expansion. We are prioritizing afforestation initiatives, planting new forests, and promoting the natural regeneration of existing forests to enhance carbon sequestration and ecosystem resilience. Climate information dissemination. Mr. Speaker, accurate and timely weather and climate information is crucial for informed decision making. We are committed to improving the dissemination of this information to communities, businesses, and other stakeholders. Environmental awareness and education. We are conducting extensive environmental awareness programs to educate the public about the importance of environmental stewardship and the actions they can take to combat climate change. Here, Mr. Speaker, we need also to place emphasis that we need the inclusion of learners, school-going children, because once you teach young people about the importance of environment and protecting the environment, they grow up placing value on the issues around environmental protection. Strengthened environmental compliance and monitoring. Mr. Speaker, to reduce environmental pollution and ensure adherence to environmental regulations, we are strengthening environmental compliance monitoring and enforcement. This includes rigorous oversight of industry activities and other potential sources of pollution. Mr. Speaker, I further wish to acknowledge the President's strong emphasis on addressing alcohol and substance abuse, and we fully support the government's efforts to provide counseling, rehabilitation, and law enforcement interventions. We recognize that a healthy and productive society is intrinsically linked to a healthy environment. My ministry, Mr. Speaker, fully supports the President's commitment to eradicating child marriage and teenage pregnancy. We recognize that these harmful practices have profound and lasting consequences not only for the girls involved, but also for the broader health and sustainability of our nation. We understand that educated girls are key to environmental sustainability. Girls who remain in school are more likely to make informed decisions on resource management and environmental conservation. Mr. Speaker, allow me to also express my strong support for the President's focus on patriotism and national unity and the vital role they play in achieving environmental sustainability. As a ministry, we believe that environmental stewardship is an act of patriotism, national unity, which enables collective action against environmental challenges. Mr. Speaker, my ministry therefore commits to integrating environmental values into national unity programs and promoting environmental awareness as a shared responsibility. Mr. Speaker, my ministry supports the President's firm stance against land encroachment. This growing trend poses a significant threat not only to private property rights, but also to our environmental sustainability. My ministry strongly endorses the President's condemnation of land encroachment, particularly as it critically impacts protected forest reserves. Illegal encroachment within these vital areas leads to rapid deforestation, habitat destruction, and biodiversity loss, thereby undermining the ecological integrity and climate resilience of our nation. This unlawful activity exacerbates climate change impacts through reduced carbon sequestration and increased vulnerability to extreme weather events. Therefore, we pledge to intensify our collaborative efforts with relevant authorities to strengthen enforcement, promote sustainable land management, and increase public awareness, ensuring the preservation of our protected forest reserves for the well-being of the present and future generations. Mr. Speaker, we acknowledge and support the President's reaffirmation of the new Dawn government's commitment and promotion of democracy and constitutionalism. It is indisputable that democracy and constitutionalism are fundamental to building a sustainable green economy and protecting our environment. A democratic society ensures that citizens have a voice in shaping policies that promote green energy, conservation, and responsible resource management. A strong democratic framework also empowers civil society and the media to advocate for policies that protect our forests, rivers, and air, ultimately securing a healthier future for all Zambians. It cannot be overemphasized that constitutionalism and adherence to the supreme law of the land provide the legal foundation for environmental protection and embedding sustainability in our national laws. A firm rule of law ensures that environmental regulations such as pollution control and sustainable land use are not just political promises but legally binding obligations. An independent judiciary, Mr. Speaker, is crucial in holding industries and individuals accountable for environmental violations and ensuring that Zambia's natural resources are sustainably utilized and preserved for the current and future generation. As I conclude, Mr. Speaker, let me affirm my ministry's unwavering commitment to supporting the President's vision for a prosperous and sustainable Zambia by aligning our efforts with the national values and principles of morality, patriotism, and unity. We will strive to safeguard our natural resources and promote responsible environmental stewardship. Mr. Speaker, I pledge to collaboratively work with all stakeholders to ensure that our environment is properly protected, and I support the speech by the President, a well-delivered speech. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Kanchibia, wind up debate.
Mr. Speaker, as we conclude this debate, I wish to extend gratitude to honourable members of Parliament who engaged in this discussion, both those who supported and those who challenged the motion of thanks. This is what democracy is all about: the courage to debate, the freedom to disagree, and the responsibility to find common ground in the best interest of the people we serve. To those who supported the motion, your voices reaffirm the importance of national values and principles in shaping governance and service delivery. To those who raised reservations or opposed it, your concerns remind us that we must never settle for half measures when it comes to justice, equity, and service to the people. Mr. Speaker, when history sits in judgment on all of us, we will answer these critical questions. Number one, did we have the courage to fight corruption, injustice, and inequality, or did we look the other way? Number two, did we make decisions with wisdom and integrity, or did we allow self-interest and political survival to guide us? Number three, did we dedicate ourselves to lifting the poor out of poverty, or did we settle for policies that maintain the status quo? Number four, did we speak for the unemployed graduate whose dreams fade with each passing year? Number five, did we create opportunities for the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, or we left them to inherit nothing but hardship? Number six, did we make it easier for smallholder farmers to succeed, or have we continued a system that favors only the privileged? Number seven, did we ensure that healthcare and education reached even the remotest village in Kanchibia, or have we allowed inequality to persist? Number seven, can the child in rural Zambia like Kanchibia today dream of a better tomorrow because of our actions, or will they grow up believing that leadership is just words and not results? Number nine, did we as a generation of leaders leave Zambia a better place than we found it? Mr. Speaker, the urgency of now demands action. Our people are not asking for rhetoric, they are demanding results. And the foundation of those results lies in the Constitution that becomes an engine for improved service delivery and not a tool for political convenience. We may disagree on many things, on policies, on ideologies, on strategies, but let us agree on one thing: our people deserve better, our people must get better, our people shall get better. Zambians, especially the people of Kanchibia, are speaking and we must listen. And they are saying, with regard to constitutional amendments, that they hear the assurances coming from government and they hold government to their word that there will be no extension to the term of office. Leadership is about service and not self-preservation. Number two, that the running mate clause will not be removed. Government has assured us, and the people of Kanchibia will say they hold government to that assurance. Number three, that the 50+1 clause will remain, and that our democracy demands that we remain strong and truly reflective of the people's will. But they are also saying that we start dividing Kanchibia into the four constituencies as captured in the report, beginning with two. How can we claim to deliver effective representation when one member of parliament is expected to serve an area spanning 8,800 kilometers squared? We need reasonable constituencies to ensure effective and efficient delivery. Mr. Speaker, constitutional amendments are a must, and there will never be the right time and the best time to have them. And beyond representation, Mr. Speaker, what are we doing for the aged? What are we doing to secure the future of the retirees and those who have served this nation in different endeavors? Mr. Speaker, these are not just mere concerns. These are cries of a nation that entrusted us with their hopes and dreams. They are not asking for favors, they are not begging, they are demanding for what is rightfully theirs. better governance, accountable leadership, and real service delivery. If our politics cannot answer these questions, then what is the purpose of politics? If our time in this house does not change the lives of the people outside, then why are we here for? Mr. Speaker, in the words of John F. Kennedy, he reminded us that it is not our wealth that built our roads, but it is our roads that built our wealth. For the people of Kanchibi, as we launch Kaunda and Aluni Bridge tomorrow, we celebrate yet another milestone, getting us closer to improved service delivery for our people. Mr. Speaker, history will not judge us by the eloquence of our speeches. It will judge us by what we did when we had power to act. The time for excuses is over. The time for action is now. Our people deserve better. Our people must get better, and together we shall ensure that they do. Mr. Speaker, with these few remarks, allow me to submit. Thank you.
Thank you.
I put the question. The question is that the thanks of this assembly be recorded for exposition of public policy contained in the President's address. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative.
The acting leader of government business adjournment.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that the House do now adjourn. The question is that the House now adjourns. Any debate, any objection? The question is agreed to. The House is now adjourned.
(11:42) is the time on Parliament TV, and the House has just adjourned. Business today began at 09 hours, and right now we just heard the winding up of the debate on a motion that was moved on 4th March 2025 by Kanchiria Member of Parliament, Mr. Sande Chanda. He moved a motion of thanks to the President's address, that the thanks of this Assembly be recorded for the exposition of public policy contained in the President's address. We recall that on 28 February 2025, His Excellency the President did come to Parliament to deliver a speech on the progress made in the application of national values and principles. And that motion was moved on the following Tuesday, and debate has been taking place. So today, that debate on that particular motion has come to an end. Of course, we'll give you later on, we'll give you the names of the members who did contribute to the debate on this particular motion today. But before that, it's been a long day. It started at 09 hours, and we have a lot to share, especially for those who may not have been watching Parliament TV, watching the deliberations in particular.
Yes, indeed, Muta, and so it's now time to give our viewers out there a summary of the business that has been considered from the time business commenced at 09 hours. And so when business commenced, we did have some announcements. Madam First Deputy Speaker did recognize the presence in the public gallery of councillors from Kafue Town Council in Kafue District. She also recognized the presence in the public gallery of visitors from Standing Up for the Boy Child Initiative Zambia in Lusaka District. Madam First Deputy Speaker, on behalf of the National Assembly of Zambia, warmly welcomed the visitors to the National Assembly.
Okay, there were some more visitors that we had in the public galleries today. Others were visitors from Reformed Church in Zambia, in Lusaka District, and pupils and teachers from Bertha's School in Monze District. So as usual, Madam First Deputy Speaker did welcome the visitors to the National Assembly of Zambia.
Yes, and indeed, after those announcements, we did see the presentation of business statement for the period 25th to 28th March 2025.
And then we had some urgent matters without notice that were raised on the floor of the House, and Kanchiria Member of Parliament did also raise a matter. Mlobezi Member of Parliament also raised a matter. And after that, there was now consideration of questions for oral answer. These questions were provided for under Standing Order number 80. These are questions of an ordinary nature. So the first question that was posed on the floor of the House was from Magoye Member of Parliament, that's Mr. Malambo, who wanted to find out from the Minister of Water Development and Sanitation. He basically wanted to know whether the government had any plans to construct a dam on Magoye River in Mwanachingwala Chiefdom in Magoye Parliamentary constituency. If so, when the plans will be implemented, what the cost of the project is, and the response that was given by the minister basically was that government does not have immediate plans to construct a dam on Magoye River in Mwanachingwala Chiefdom, and because there are no plans, there is no estimated cost. And then there was another question that was posed by Kasama Central Member of Parliament, that's Ms. Swangile Mwamba, who directed her question to the Minister of Agriculture. She wanted to know how many farming blocks there were in Kasama district as of June 2024, and then of those that are there, she wanted to find out how many are operational. In giving a response to this question, the minister did indicate that there is no farming block in Kasama district, but he did mention that in the northern province there is a farming block which is in Kalungwishi area, that's in Lunte district.
And thereafter, we also had a question that was asked by Mr. Raphael Mavenga, who is Mulabezi Member of Parliament. His question was directed to the Minister of Transport and Logistics. He wanted to know, in A, whether the government has any plans to train public service vehicle drivers in defensive driving so as to reduce road carnage. The Minister did respond that defensive driving is actually one component in the training and testing of all drivers seeking a public service vehicle driver's license, and this is conducted by RATSA. In B, if so, when the plans will be implemented, the minister did respond that all drivers actually undergo defensive driving. And in C, what other measures are being taken to enhance adherence to road traffic rules and regulations by public service vehicle drivers? The minister did state that enhancing a number of regulations to address bad road user behavior, and also he did state that enhancing enforcement by leveraging on ICTs such as smart city project. He also mentioned that encouraging the installation of the GPS tracker. We also had question 271, which was asked by Mr. Chingamiyutu, who is Kalabo Central Member of Parliament, and his question was directed to the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. He wanted to know, in A, how many recognized chiefs were in Western Province as of December 2024. The Minister did state that 11 chiefs were recognized, and that B, how many chiefs, if any, were not recognized as of December 2024. He said all the chiefs were recognized, adding information that 5 of which were vacant, alluding to the fact that 4 were still awaiting traditional approval and 1 was under litigation. And in C, why the chiefs were not recognized, this question fell off. And indeed, whether chiefs are paid a salary, the minister did respond that chiefs are not paid a salary but are paid subsidies.
Okay, and of course this is Parliament TV. We're dedicated to bringing Parliament closer to you, and this time around just taking time to fill in our dear valued viewers on the business that has taken place on the floor of the House beginning at 09 hours. And Taza did just run through some of the answers that were provided to the many questions that were posed to the various ministers. So this time around we just update our dear viewers on what took place afterwards, and this was on the resumption of debate on the motion of thanks, the President's address, a motion that was moved on 4th March 2025. So today, when debate debate on this particular motion began, we did listen to the debate from the Minister of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development. We also heard the contribution by the Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Honorable Jack Mumbu. The Minister of Justice contributed to debate on that motion. The Minister of Education, Honorable Douglas Sekalima, also did contribute to that very important debate. The Minister of Green Economy and Environment, Honorable Posha, also added his voice to debate on that motion. And lastly, the mover of the motion wound up debate that has been running from 4th March 2025, and the motion has since been adopted. Taza, that's business for today.
Yeah, that's what concludes business for today. And so we do expect the House to sit on Tuesday at about 14:30. And so, Muta, to our viewers out there, we must say they must continue watching Parliament television because we have a lot to offer.
Yes, we do have a lot to offer, and as usual we say, you can follow deliberations on our Facebook page, and also if you're in a place where you can't watch Parliament TV, please feel free to listen into Parliament Radio. We are on very many stations, very many frequencies in all the provinces. We do broadcast as Parliament Radio. You can also follow us on YouTube. We'll have live streaming, so just get to catch up on what happens here at Parliament. We are dedicated to bringing Parliament closer to you. Taza, we call it a week.
Exactly, we call it a week. And so on behalf of Mutalifa Lile and the entire production crew, we wish you a pleasant day and enjoy the weekend.
GoTV has something free for every customer. Because there's a new way to enjoy your favorite entertainment at no extra cost. Whenever you want, even on the go. It's as easy as 1, 2, free. Make sure your GoTV subscription is up to date. Download the new GoTV Stream app from your app store and sign into your GoTV account to get going. Watch on your TV, laptop, tablet, or phone. Watch TV anywhere with GoTV Stream.
It's about to get more exciting with amazing entertainment on Top Star for an affordable price on the Antenna Classic OG Smart. Refresh yourself with the best Spanish football in La Liga as Real Madrid, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid fight for the top spot. Who will be kings of Spain this season? Also watch out for the Bundesliga excitement with Bayern leading the table all live on your favorite sports channels. Care for more? Catch up with the best telenovelas, Escapes of the Heart, showing from Monday to Saturday at 19 hours and the Shadow Team airing daily at 21:30 hours on Novella E+. So entertain your life by grabbing yourself a Top Star decoder now. Top Star, enjoy digital life.